Back everyone. This is my Survival 2 playthrough. Game's finished now. I've taken on the siege of Wizard Island. I've completed any outstanding missions that were available and also cleared out most of the remaining halls from the north. So Belknap here, over in Cascades, and then obviously Lost Lake and Iron Butte. There's only one horde in Iron Butte anyway. And now we're down in the south, the far south. Just earned Trust Level 3 on Wizard Island. No use whatsoever. It offers up a couple of new weapons, but I've got myself the RPD, or can't remember the other one. WPD, is it? Let me just check this one. Oh yeah, the IDF Pup. And the MG55 now, and the SMP9, having upgraded from the US 556. So it's a pretty good loadout. What time are we at now? 5 o'clock. So I'm probably just going to hit the hay.
D, what's up?
And then we'll go and take on
D,
another
what's
couple
up?
of hordes.
Patience, so only pissed off. Strong.
Oh, I'm just gonna close my eyes for a bit. I'm just gonna grab
once
some
again.
shut eye.
Dick, how's
So
life,
we are-
man?
Right, I think we are pretty
Hey,
much
D.
maxed out on ammo as well, so we don't need anything there. Right. So there's nothing in Crater Lake, and so really we're just looking at Highway 97, aren't we? So there's a couple of places that I can get some materials, some loot. Over here in Tumult, we've got just the frag grenade. As everybody probably knows, in one of these tents, the one with the US flag. We've also got the Burger Mart, which I think is up here in Tumult. I think that's the Burger Mart there. We can get a proximity mine and a pipe bomb from there, but even better, I can't remember exactly where it is now. Somewhere in this area here. Probably about there. In fact, that's probably it. Is the Iced Wind Lava Cave, which comes with some great kit: frag grenades, proximity mine, a tractor bomb. Although I'm sure that they only appear in the mission that you do in that cave. You know, where you take out the Reacher for the first time and the horde that lives in there. Not entirely sure. So, nevertheless, I think we'll start with some hordes down in the bottom here. So let's start with Juniper Ridge Horde. 4,000 XP, so it's got to be a fairly sizable horde. Let's just take that marker off. Let's get going. Yeah, slightly dramatic. If you are watching this video, check out my earlier videos. I've been doing this as what we would call an OP playthrough, which really means nothing apart from very early game. The moment you get to Copeland's camp and you can start to free roam, you know, around the country, instead of going off and doing a couple of missions, do a couple of bits and pieces to just earn some initial credits. Go and find yourself some materials in a couple of loot locations, and then very quickly head to the south by doing a rock climb. Illegal, it's a bit of a cheat code really in the game, but those from the community that know the game well will know that doing rock climbs early game get you to areas where you wouldn't normally have access until much later on when the storyline develops. And in doing that, it gave me access to the US 556, which everybody knows you first locate at Iron Butte. That's a fantastic weapon to have early game, and having that allows you to take on some seriously challenging hordes that you would never be able to compete with early game with an SAF rifle or a 22 repeater, which I think is the other early game rifle that you pick up. So I did that, and then really just progressed from there very quickly, established a good loadout, and completed all the missions and hordes that I could in the south, apart from the McLeod Ridge one, Mount Bailey horde, which I did try to take on but got murderized. So I then went back to mission completion, and then got back to the north by another rock climb to pick up the game, and therefore completed the game really mainly according to the playthrough, taking on hordes wherever I could and wherever they were available. Obviously there were a lot of hordes don't become available until you finish the game. That's interesting. There's a couple of guys showing over there. I get that every now and then in the game. I don't know if it's some sort of glitch, but I don't, because I'm on Survivor 2 difficulty, I don't have the Survivor Vision or whatever they call it. But it obviously picked out those two people over there, or three people over there, in fact. But that doesn't look to be a hostage situation, so I'm not quite sure what they're waiting for. Would I be able to get down to them? I think we probably will. This is my... What was that he said then? Did he just say breaker? That's interesting, they've all ducked down. And stood back up again. I'm sure they won't be able to spot me, these guys, because I'm going to be hiding behind these bushes. So would I be able to get even closer?
Oh no! Freakers! Hide! Where you hiding, huh?
I wonder.
I'm hit! I'm hit!
Yeah, he took some taking out. Ghost almighty. Nice, got an airbag there, which is pretty useful. Although I do need to get... Yeah, I need to pick up a lot of scrap, actually. I'm completely out of scrap. Yeah, so I'm going to need to make a few stops. Cars, vehicles, see around. Unfortunately, I've been trashing my bike and not been looking after it at all. And keep. That's going to be right back around the corner, so I won't bother with that. So, let's head down this way. There's a load of vehicles there. I really want to get the scrap from these vehicles if possible. And anywhere else for that matter. Nice haul here, actually. Just top up on each of these so we can get the sterilizer. Where did that voice come from then? It must be up at that house there, so I'll pop it there in a second.
me!
Oh,
Incoming! Someone's dead.
nice, getting some good kit from these guys. Um, whoa.
Crap.
Not sure I've ever been to this location before. Or certainly not looted it. Is there going to be anybody else over here, do you think? I'm wondering if there's an ambush, across the road. Is that where they come from? Don't know. Anyway. As I say, I'm going to have to get scrapped, so I'm going to be doing a fair few stops and at vehicles to get stuff. Nice. Hopefully a couple more and I'll be alright then. Of course we've got this sword, haven't we? There's a couple of ways to take out the sword, and I'm sure other ways too. I've never really worked out a way to do this that is easy, but then I'm trying not to use, let's say, cheat methods in this playthrough. So there's lots of places where you can get on top of rocks and other, structures that the hordes can't get to, but I think once you've completed the game a few times, it just becomes a little bit easy, really, doing it like that. So I'm trying to keep this realistic insofar as, I'm not using cheap approaches. But in doing that, you use a lot of attractors and things. I could just use gunplay. I've got 3 pretty amazing weapons here, and I could use, not a cheat as such, but just using the environment here. This is a pretty good area for. So if you can lure the horde over here, you can usually drop, bombs on them here. The problem is, once you get up here, your route's down. So, for example, I know that they come up this way. So I'll put a couple of proximity mines there. And I think rather than go down the stairs, I'll just roll off the top, maybe onto that wagon. And then we'll have another one there. Why not? Drop. That tells me that the guys behind me are... Oh no. Ooh, nice.
Who's that?
Come on, fella.
Come on.
I don't think I've ever fallen through that. Didn't think you could. Anyway, never mind. Is there anything in here worth grabbing? No, nothing. Absolutely nothing. Anything up here? Bit of polystyrene pipe bomb. Pipe rather. Anything in this corner over here? A rag. Killed over here. So that bomb there only killed 2, maybe 3. Really waste of time, isn't it? This is why the placement of proximity bombs and things has got to be in a place where you know a lot of them freakers are going to collect. So if you've got a couple of stragglers that separate out from the main group, you're not really going to get the benefit. So probably wasted a couple of proximity bombs there, in all honesty, or at least one.
That's it.
Juniper Ridge Horde, yeah, okay. So that's probably going to be in their daytime cave, isn't it? So let's go and find these. The daytime cave is, of course, up there. Oh yeah, I'm gonna
Sniper on the road. Oh, god damn it.
put... Is it? What's that then? There he is. Well, this could work to my advantage, couldn't it? Surely I can get the horde to come out and attack these. So I wonder, I'm just going to try something here. Will that work if I get...
Yeah.
Only one way to find out, isn't there?
Let him. We can do this. Keep it up. We got him.
Because we can get them... Yeah.
Get him. Take this.
So while they're all... Oh no. Oh, let's run back this way. Hang on. We'll get stamina cocktail and a focus cocktail, and then we'll just use the tractor. Why can't I use still dosed? Oh, okay.
Raider patrol. Damn it.
Wow, I'm sure they seem to take out, what's that, 5 maybe 5 each. Yeah, they took out quite a few, to be fair. Although actually that was the grenade I probably threw over, wasn't it? Okay, that's that horde. Let's just get back to the bike. See what next. Okay, we'll go up to the Cascades Lake one. We'll take that out, but we'll go via Tumult first because there is a frag grenade there, and then we may just go up to this place also before. I can't remember what's called, the Burger Mart or whatever it is. sometimes get confused why it takes me through here, forgetting that we've opened it. I do really need car alarms again. I'm not sure. I don't think there's anything in these, is there, that we can get? I mean, there is early on in the game. Oh, then there's a growler. That's always worth having. Yeah, bombs we need. So we will go to a couple of the loot locations. Yes, it's good kit. What do I call them? The loot locations back up in. I can't remember what it's called. Yeah, Iron Butte here, because they had some stuff that I couldn't pick up because it was already full. But obviously I've used most of my stuff now, or a lot of it rather. Nice. Which is the one with the flag, that one there. So they should have a frag grenade. There we go. We'll just do that, top that up. And that one. And that one. I should be able to get... There's lots of other rags and stuff around.
Yeah, not bad.
Okay, let's get back on the bike and head off then. What time is it actually? Do you know what, while we're here, we will use the bed. Might just be a little bit more stuff to pick up around here.
Here we go. Oh, here we go. That should be it.
Right. Oh, sorry, I wasn't looking.
It's like Boozer says, I hear a bunk calling my name. Oh, I'm just gonna close my eyes for a bit.
Okay. While we're heading up to this area, we will just go up to here. Exactly. Can't remember what we've got up here, but I think it's a couple of frag grenades. Oh. Proximity bomb. And a pipe bomb. Yeah, pipe bombs we're maxed out on, aren't we? Oh well. Just a proximity bomb, that's okay. Gives us another option.
At last.
Okay. Where are they going to be then? I just It's got to be then there, isn't it, surely? So in that case, can I not bring them up to... hang on a minute. Yeah, Chumult here. I can probably do... There's all sorts of places to kill them. So what I can do... I will get these... Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Tell you what. Throw that.
Oxygen tanks. These would blow up pretty good.
It will. Get one there. That one rolling off around the corner. Right, we're going to pick him back up. That one just likes rolling around, doesn't it? Right. So that and a remote bomb. Because if I can get the majority of that horde, thing is, some of them will come through there, won't they? But that, do you know what? That won't matter. If I lead them up, I use my proximity bomb here, just in case any of them come. Will they come this way? They are very unlikely to come that way. Although, hang on, where am I bringing them round? Is it here? Yeah, they're going to be coming up that way, aren't they? I'm going to be bringing them up here. I don't think any of them are going to... I can't see that myself.
Need that?
Right, let's crack on. So they're basically... see, this is the problem. Yeah, I'm going to put a proximity bomb down here because I want to run them round here, and then I don't want to run them round there, do I really? Put one here. I want to run them to the left of that. I've never done this method before, can you tell? Quite often the Tumult Horde, which resides right over behind those trees, I bring them up to this shack and get on top of that shack, fill that up with stuff, and basically they will go in there and you kill them all. It's pretty simple, but I just want to try something different, really. So we'll use that. We'll use a remote. We got remote attractors. Make up a couple of those. So what we want now, I might better even get. Right. So let's get.
Yeah.
Still didn't take all that. Oh well, try something new. I think it's possible that you could. I wonder if. Which way do you get off the bike? I was wondering if you could park the bike maybe along here. And then bring them all, like put a whole pile of stuff there. Could you run in here and get on and off the bike? You get off it to the... Where is my button? Let me just try something out a sec. So I want to see... yeah, it's here, isn't it? Which way does he get off the bike? So he gets off to the left. So, if I... Surely, you could bring that horde to there. and just load it with those explosive and a couple of remote bombs. The problem is anything that doesn't, you really want to make sure they all funnel down through here, but you can't guarantee it. That's the thing. You can almost guarantee if you bring them up this way, maybe. But they always spread out, don't they? But that actually seems to be like a natural funnel there. That might be another one as well. But you could bring them up, like a lot of them up to here. Be worth trying. Anyway, I'll try that. I think we've pretty much got all the hordes. No, we've got about 3 or 4 hordes left, maybe. So what's that? Solomon Hill, Sage Brush, Beasley. I don't know what the difference between the triangle and the circles are. Does anybody know about that? I could hear that. There it is.
There we go. Out here, there ain't nothing but murderers and drifters and raiders.
Quite sure where he came from.
I can sell this. Can use this.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure what their daytime location is, so let's just... There seems to be X's all over the place. What am I missing? Ah. Yeah, I thought I could hear him chasing me. Yeah, let's just give him the run around a little bit. And a breaker. Hopefully they'll sort each other out. That's going to be the daytime location of those fellas, I'm sure. I want a bear too. Got it all going on. Let's see if we can get these 3 together. Loads of fuel. Breaker. Rager, what are they called? Come on, I could probably get this fella. Stealth him.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus, something went down. Wonder if the poor bastards had anything worth looking for.
No, Deacon Short. Loads of stuff hiding around the back now. So if that's... if somebody just said bike, somebody's here, that means there's somebody hanging around then? On foot? Where are they? I can hear a bear or a cougar. That's a cougar. That's a bear. Can he smell me? Not far enough. Ooh, this could be interesting.
Ranger!
You can smell. I think he can smell me. He can smell me. For sure. Look at that. That's so cool. he is absolutely, we are getting out of here. Brilliant.
Mike, what the?
Come on, Ray, just take him out.
Don't ride off! We're having fun!
Do you know what? That's a shame. Okay.
Yeah.
Line it up.
Probably used a lot more ammunition than I needed, really, but you know, we are coming to the end of the game, so there's no point in having it all. It's what it's for, isn't it? I've been pretty stacked out all the way through the game, and I've never really, I mean, even now, right, I'm out of frags, but I can go and buy a load of those, but I've still got, you know, quite a lot of bits left. So I think maybe I've got maybe 1 or 2 hordes left. Let's have a look. 3 maybe. So we've got, yeah, Beasley Lake. Yeah, this is another pretty sizable horde, but if you can get these to come through the water, I think the best ploy with these is gunplay, really. Of course, yeah, this is the do you know what, I am going to just top up my weapons. That's what you buy them for, after all. So there's a couple of ways to do this. You can, they will be in their cave over there, I think. I've seen people bring them across this way, because they sort of get stuck in the water there briefly and they funnel in, so it's a nice way to keep them together. Alternatively, if you shoot from over there, they'll just you know, they tend to wade across the water, some of them, and that really slows them down. I think I'm going to favour this way, so what I might do, I might just do a remote bomb, load of remote bombs here, because I think if we get them all, I get them all up here. Done that the wrong way, haven't I? I don't suppose it matters, actually. So I think when they start getting doing what?
That got him.
Might have to run these round. Can hear it. Yeah. Ah, I might brought the other horde up here, in which case I will bring them back along here. Because yeah, do you know what? I'll just, yeah, it's kind of, don't know why. There we go. That's probably the last one. Nope. Where was that from then?
Freaks and marauders, yeah. Go kill each other. Finally.
What fucking... What hole is that? I don't really want to be getting tangled up with those as well, do I? Yeah, that's that. Oh, do you know what? I could take these others on as well, couldn't I? Why not?
Should do the trick.
She gone. Are they then? Where are the others gone? Come on. No way. I think that's everything. I'm going to have to call it a day there, folks. I'm going to have to hot tail back to my bike now. I'm full up on freak it is, clearly. 'Cause get hit, don't I? Anyway, I think, folks, that brings us to the end of this OP playthrough. Thanks for joining me. I hope you enjoyed, and take care.